I'd come back for a couple fights, and George is at the top of the list.
He's probably too skinny for me.
See,
Can you imagine? You remember Chunky?
Yeah.
Now he's skinny.
Chunky no more.
Chunky to skinny.
Yeah.
We could settle
the debate.
Yeah.
This is a 50-50 fight, yeah? And
80-20. 80-20.
Anyway, if there was one dude that would be worth it, hit him right there.
There you go.
We are back. Deck, we're back. We're back with a stonker of an episode.
I can't quite believe it, George. Can you? Because you know from the outset on this podcast, I said there's one dream guest.
Yeah.
One dream guest. And all it took for us was to clear off for 6 months, however long. It feels like it's been ages.
Yeah.
We're back in business. Got the big fish.
We got the big fish.
Anyway, James DeGale was in the club. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Can you believe
No,
it?
but this
No,
is
I can't. If I'm better. No, I really can't.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Jack, this isn't a
Right.
proper episode, so
No.
I'm not counting him as in the club. We're getting him in properly later.
I will do the proper James DeGale episode.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what's the crack here? So I saw a picture on Instagram and it sent social media into a spin.
Yeah.
You two, best mates by the looks of things on the King's Road,
I'll
smiling
let
in the
George
sun.
start with that.
Yeah, what happened there? Was that pure coincidence? Were you both just having a bit of brunch on King's Road or what happened?
No, I did write, bumped into this guy, but actually...
It was a lie, was it?
Yeah, well...
It was a plot.
No, I shot James a message. I mean, we've been hassling a little bit to get him on.
Yeah.
But I just had a feeling that our paths were going to cross soon. Maybe in a work situation. And I just thought, see what he's up to, see what he's thinking, see if we can break the ice a little bit. And he messaged me back going, what are you thinking? I was like, I just want to have a coffee.
I was hoping he went in another fight, if I'm being honest.
Well, that's not, I mean...
I broke and I thought, you know what, let me
start
just go meet him and see what he said. I met him and George was actually all right.
That's what you messaged me. He was like, he's actually a cool guy.
He was actually all right. So it is what it is.
Because we haven't seen much of you, James, at all in the spot. Like, you've been absolutely absent, haven't you?
D-Lo.
Yeah.
Like, literally D-Lo. Past 6 years, I've just been chilling, enjoying retirement. No pressure from boxing, training, sparring. And I've been training. I've kept up the training. I still train a lot. Strength and boxing, but I've just been enjoying retirement. And that's what I did say. I did say when I did retire, I said, I'm gone. No one's going to hear from me anymore. And I have.
So you bet meet on the King's Road. What were we talking about? What was it like? What was it? Frosty or?
No, it was okay.
It's all right.
A little bit frosty at first.
Yeah.
A little bit frosty. But
Sizing each other up.
a little bit. I was like, what? But then once we got talking, George was all right.
Yeah, I got the moments after James, but he went straight to the toilet, and I didn't know what to make of that. Does he want me to sit down first? Was he just a bit nervous? Like, you know? But no. I mean, I've done the calling off with the rivalry with Frutch.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, probably got a little bit more experience than James.
Yeah, you know,
I should probably try and lead with it, you know. Whereas he might be thinking, don't put your hands in your pockets. We might have a little roll around here.
Yeah, it's true. You never know when it might go. I must say though, you've changed a lot over the years. You've less of a wind-up merchant. Do you agree?
Very much.
10 years ago, you used to be a proper wind-up merchant.
George, literally, I would look at George and he would annoy me. Like, I couldn't even tell you how he infuriated me, this guy. But as I say, I'm a lot more mature. You grow older, you grow wiser. Things don't annoy you as much. And so I look at him now and I think he's all right.
I reckon I can still wind him up.
I reckon you probably could. Don't get too excited. Yeah, because you're still, the thing is with you two, which I always find, and actually you find it with a lot of rivalries like this, you're both very much like cut from the same cloth, came from a similar sort of area, obviously, because you both ended up in the same boxing club. You both spent a lot of your time in boxing clubs, competing, caring about the same things, same values and whatnot. But then to somewhere down the line, you end up
I know it's crazy, like literally, like our story, West London, well, I'm Northwest, he's West, both from Dow Youth, and the rivalry is crazy. There's a lot of history there. It's not just like him and Frutch was a good rivalry, but me and Groves was different kind. Cuts deep, same amateur gym. It just gets deep. I'm not going to go into it now, but it's just crazy. But the rivalry was serious. It was fierce. It was fierce because it weren't just me and him. it ended up being his team versus my team. So even my team, my people had beef with his people. It was crazy. I could tell you some mad stories.
Yeah.
Some mad stories that no one even knows. You know,
Yeah.
About weigh-ins, mad. But you know what? It's a part of the journey. It was a wicked time of my life. And I doubt you're going to get a better rivalry than me and George.
I don't think so.
No, so like usually a rivalry stems when two guys sort of get to that point where they got to fight each other for a world title or not. Whereas me and James was like, you know, obviously I was 17, 18. James
George
only a couple years older than me.
But George, before that, we were still. When did you go to our youth?
Yeah,
14,
I was younger than that, 10. Like,
really?
Yeah.
It's a long time.
So think of the spars, all the spars.
Yeah.
But I think there was a stage, a long period, Mickey used to try and keep us apart in sparring. But eventually, we're going to have to spar.
Yeah.
So then,
But you were a bit heavier at first, right?
no, we was the same.
Same
George,
weight
let
from
me
the
tell you
off
something quickly. George was 13, man had a tattoo. Yeah. Man was 14, had a big hairy chest. So he had tattoos and a hairy chest at about 15. Man was like a man. I had to deal with him like a man. Didn't he?
That's where it all started.
He was chunky, he was a little fat kid. He
yeah.
was like in the back of the van. Mischievous. But
Dude,
didn't take his boxing seriously. Then all of a sudden,
Didn't.
1 year, dropped down from light heavyweight to middleweight. Yeah. And I think I must have moved up to middleweight. And then all of a sudden, I was 2 years younger, so I wasn't a senior. He went in the seniors, won the senior ABA. It's like a fantastic feat. At the time, it was just hairy ass, grown, strong men who used to win the ABAs. But it's like talent will get you there. And then, I had a glint in my eye at that point. I was thinking, I'm going to have to fucking bash him up in a couple of years. I won't say nothing now. He was still picking me up from the gym and dropping me over to Crystal Palace. And I was like, it's so great for me. I'm sparring with the ABA champion. Like, thinking,
you know what's coming down the line.
It's going to be awkward soon. It's going to be awkward soon. But the rivalry goes the whole way. Yeah. Like, we box, we turn pro together. We're on the similar journeys. 1 minute I feel like I'm ahead. Then I know I'm not ahead and he's ahead. I was like, I've got to get him.
Yeah. I remember
it was so back and forth for our careers.
I remember the early days, every time one of you boxed, the interview straight after would always be about each other. Do you know what I mean? From the start. Like it would be like, what about George? What about James DeGale? From the off. But I think the reason why this is so exciting for me and for boxing fans is because like you two have been, normally you would be brought together on Sky or something, or like you cross paths a bit in the public eye, but no one's seen you together at all at any point. People barely seen you at all, let alone alongside George. So we're rekindling it at the right time.
Touch, you know what I said? I told him, I want to get paid, Joe. I want to get somebody.
He's had some holiday.
I've allowed him and just come on it.
Yeah.
So,
So
this could be a rivalry worth leading into.
I think so.
I want to get to the bottom of it with James. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's time.
And I wrote at the end of that sort of Instagram post
that.
I was like, who had the better career? Obviously knowing it was me. It's gotta be
well, there you go. But
yeah.
Let's talk some facts.
Okay, go on.
First opportunity, boom, took it with both hands against a quality opponent. How many world title fights do you have, George? He's probably about half and half. You could say I'm beaten because I won 4, I drew 1, and the one I lost, I revenged. So you could say I'm unbeaten.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah.
So I'm up there already. Wait. I didn't get knocked out.
No, true.
George got so there. Even with them 3, George, I'm the champ. I'm the man. Even just them 3.
You know
don't want to speak no more.
I could tell when
I had a better career.
When you put that on your
I ain't finished.
Go on.
Olympic gold medal. I ain't finished. MBE. Remember the British Empire? There you go.
That's true. That's very true.
So I rest my case.
History maker, first ever.
Jude, allow it. Leave it. Leave it.
There's still time for the MBE for me.
Yeah, that's true. This podcast.
There's some good work.
Yeah, this podcast. But I could tell when you put that picture up and it was like, this all looks great. You just couldn't help it. Just lighting the fire a little bit.
He's got a great point there.
Okay, what's the comeback? Point. You had more fights. I think. 34?
I had
a lot more then.
I had a lot more high profile fights.
80,000 at Wembley.
80,000. I didn't win it, but 80,000 at Wembley. We got a couple of mutual opponents.
Okay.
Who?
Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
winning a loss.
That was my loss. I was injured lifestyle that was just I'm
Shoulder
for
was gone.
payday.
But it's funny.
Okay, let's go this one. This isn't.
But let's not do. Let's not do. Oh, but say if. Just go facts. Go on.
Cool.
So okay, I lost to you, man.
The opposition who I lost to are a lot better than the opposition you lost to.
Wait. My 3 losses. Truax once again on the decline, done. But I revenged that. You and Eubank shit. Let's be real with it. You dealt with him on a different one. But he's
Welcome on
good.
any time, Chris.
But it's not very good.
To be fair, you did lose to one really, really good fighter.
Yeah, who's that?
Me.
How many times?
There you go. And there you go.
No, and that'd be the final point. Is that like, how much would you have traded it all in for a win over me?
No, bro. I just spoke facts just then, and I'm dead. Right. Who had the better career?
I think it's level played. Well, I'll tell you a couple of things. I think that both of you, it's amazing how similar it was. So you had, 29 fights?
No, I didn't really
29 fights? You had 34 something, so it's close. I think
you got knocked out a couple of times as well.
You were in 6 world title fights, I believe.
No, he was more than that.
You were in 7.
No, he was in more than that.
I think you had 6. Frotch twice.
I lost
Jack.
3 and 1.
Yeah, Badu Jack, Chudinov.
Chudinov, Cox, Eubank.
Yeah, so 6, and you had 7.
Unbeaten.
Both of you, funnily enough, ended up with dodgy shoulders. Same shoulder?
Achilles.
Left.
I had 2.
What was which one? Both.
I had both.
Yeah. So it goes, and then you both had the similar number of defences. I think you both made the same number of defences. 2.
No, I'm more than that.
Defended Jamie Cox and
Eubank and
Cox.
I lost the third one.
Okay.
Yes.
I had Butte, Medina,
That's it.
Jack.
Oh yeah, it's a successful defence. Good point. 3. Okay. So you're 3-2 on defences. It's very close though, isn't it? It's a tough question, isn't it? What was the consensus on the comments?
I think people love to see, proper rivals, genuine rivals, showing respect to each other.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. Well, there might be a bit of disrespect. There might be a bit of needle. And I'm sure James will agree. We'll probably forgive each other long before our teams will forgive each other.
Yeah, you boys might be ready.
I hated
Did you? Okay.
Absolutely.
You never would admit it.
No.
You'd be like, I don't care.
You say.
You used to admit it though, didn't you?
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
The fool. Can't stand
Hey,
it.
the reason we didn't fight again, hatred.
But George, we
okay.
were stupid. We were stupid.
You were.
We were very stupid. But as I say, it was going back and forth. There was a time where he lost to Frotch the second time. When I went on a wicked run, I went Perry Band, I went Gonzalez, Perry Band, Darrell, Butte, and he was struggling.
Medina.
But then it turned back around.
Yeah.
So it was a wicked, a good journey. It was a.
So you obviously lost at Brent Town Hall in the big fight, and you were raging about it. Against George.
Once again, if George was saying the truth, George were.
Yeah, what was your view of that night?
Oh, I won. I was clear. No, it was clear.
It's still on YouTube now.
There you go and watch it. It's clear. It's clear.
Now put it on him.
It's
Put him on
clear.
him. Wait, and lo and behold, already boxed that night as well. Free in the draw.
And
Lucky James gets to buy again.
Was it Lou Reed again?
Lou Reed, the saxophone, yeah.
That was a warm-up fight.
Yeah,
You needed that to even
got him.
compete.
Yeah.
You got into your stride.
We got there.
So how raging were you about that? And when you were going then trying to qualify, were you thinking about George?
I was very disappointed.
Yeah,
very, because I was thinking, now about the qualification. Is he gonna go? Because I think the next couple months was the qualification. No, the next year or whatever was the qualification for the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I was in trouble, kind of thing. But then because I was an England regular. I've been building up to the Olympics with them for so long. Terry ended up favouring me, kind of thing, and sent me to the first qualification. Oh, I don't know how, because I'm losing my track or whatever. But basically, when George beat me, there's a possibility he could have went to the next Olympics.
So you got special treatment.
Who's George Groves' best win?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, you reckon?
Who's his best win?
I don't know. Chudinov's a good win. Stoppage. Chudinov's stoppage.
Well,
outside. for the world title.
Oh, Dexter, you are a George Groves, man. It's such a difficult one. I know it's with me and George.
Who's your best win?
Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
good win. Especially when he shoulder fell out.
Because he's got a win over DeGale, hasn't he?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That was your last fight, the Eubank fight.
Huh?
The Eubank fight was your last one, wasn't it?
That was my last one, but I was on my way out and everyone knew that.
Deck, I'm in Vegas, right? I'm out with Cole Frampton's team. So I'm with the McGuigans, he's with the McGuigans, so we're out there. And I'm just speaking to my missus, checking in, make sure everything's all right. And she goes, I'm in Westfields, West London. She goes, I can see James. I said, who? She said, James DeGale. I was like, put him on the phone. She went, no way, I'm not going over to James. I can't do that. I said, put him on the phone, he talked to him. Put him on the phone, he talked to him. So she's with her friend Emma. Emma says, I'll do it. So I can hear, you can hear someone sort of jogging over on the phone. And I can hear her say, James, I've got someone to talk to you. And he's gone, yeah. He must have been so confused, thinking, you think he's a fan. I think he thought someone's running over for a picture or something. I said, James? He goes, yeah. Who is it? I said, it's George. He's like, oh, what's that? And then I could hear his like game voice come on straight away, right? He's world champion at the time, and I'm mandatory to fight Chudinov, right?
Yes.
So I'm mandatory for the WBA. He's already champion. I'm like, James, and he might have had a mandatory coming up or something coming up. And I was like, listen,
don't want it.
We do this fight.
Probably, I think it was Kategui, remember him?
It might have been. It might not have been quite there or there or something. And I was like,
that was at the end.
Listen, I said, James, it's George. Do you want to do this fight now? And he's like, yeah, Georgie boy, no. I said, I'm mandatory for the world title WBA. Right, it's going to take time, right? You're a champion now. So if we do it, got to be fair on these splits, yeah? We've got to be, this is a 50-50 fight, yeah? And
80-20, 80-20.
Anyway, so I'm on the phone to him. I gave him proper sales pitch. You know, I made common ground to start with, so it wasn't antagonistic. I was like, you know, I've done this, I've done that, and knowing 50-50 to get him down to like a 60-40s, 65-35 or something. It's like you're gonna get the champion split, but this is not like an 80-20. This is otherwise I'm going to win the belt and then we can maybe do it 50-50. But to be honest, when I've got a belt and you've got a belt, I'm not giving you half. Yeah. I'm the one who's boxed at Wembley Stadium. You've been fighting all around the world, disappearing basically. Yeah. I'm the one who's had to hold the fort here in the UK. I'm the one who's had to fucking eat the shit sandwich and fight on the Joshua cards and do this and do that. Right, there you are. So he's gone. By the time I had him off the phone, the fight was done at like 60-40, 55-45. Something. It was like he had like just a marginal champion split. So the phone goes back. He's like, what? My wife goes, what was you talking about? I said, I've made the fight. I said, but we won't have a fight in the morning. She goes, what do you mean? I said, he's going to go home, he's going to talk to his mum, he's going to talk to his dad, or he's going to talk to his team, and then,
like 60-40.
And the next day, he's goes, like, Georgie boy, 80-20. I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that was never going to happen. Nah. But probably both us being stubborn, but as Jules said, getting towards the end, he probably was just fed up, he just wanted to fight me again. Yeah. But I didn't, but boy, there's still time.
Is there?
See all this debate, we've gone over who's at the best, well look, I'm 38, he's 35, George, we're still kind of young, let's do it.
Okay, if he wins then, has he had a better career?
He can put me on a mantelpiece. Boom! I get him a statue of me. He's gonna have me. Boom! He can have me on a mantelpiece there.
We have to go and live there.
Huh?
You have to go and live in Algeria.
No.
Gonna get a little mini
never happened, I promise you.
A little chunky trophy.
Never happened.
85 kilos.
I promise you.
Hey, I mean, he's doing me an injustice. Like, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Do you know what? People always say to you come out of retirement, and I always say never. But, you know, it's been 5, probably 6 years now since I boxed, and I am thinking, no. But if there was one dude that would be worth it, sitting right there.
There you go.
And,
Look, I'll never ever think, I'll never make a comeback. My world title days are done. My being the very, very best of the sport, being the top of the sport, them days are done. But I'd come back for a couple fights. and George is at the top of the list.
Yeah,
I think it's time to wrap up
because we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of these negotiations in a sec. And we don't want to do that.
I can feel a little bit more tension.
Yes, I can feel it.
We started off. I can just feel him looking at me now. He's watching me. Looking at my eyes now. You know?
He's looking at your arms.
Yeah, I know. He's saying, "Oh, what's it?" I know.
Yeah, he'll be punching it that way.
He's probably too skinny for me.
See,
can you imagine? You remember Chunky? Now he's skinny.
Chunky no more.
Chunky to skinny.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks.
Well, James DeGale's in the club officially?
No, not yet.
Banned. He's banned from the club.
Banned from the club until he don't want to join the club. I don't think.
Nah, he's always didn't fancy it.
But he's desperate to get in the club after. Well, that's settled.
If he wins, maybe this becomes the James DeGale boxing club.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
First he does sack me.
That's it. That's it.
You can have the pod.
Just say the history man. Just say that history man.
Stakes are high.
That's it. Stakes are high.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
All right, well, let's park it there. I mean, this is unfinished business. I can smell it. I didn't think this would be how we were going to go.
How about that then, Jack?
How about that, George? That was some comeback.
Some comeback, eh?
Comeback's the word of the day. That was, I wasn't expecting that. I did see when you posted that picture, I was thinking, we're going to get him. We're going to get him in. Are you finally going to snare him? I thought he'd never do it. I thought he'd never come in.
I thought it was going to be you who's going to get DeGale.
Yeah,
I thought,
it was you.
Yeah, and who would have known it? Yeah. So he's on. He's in. He's not in the club. I wouldn't let him in the club yet. He's banned.
He's the only banned member. I wonder if he listened. We didn't ask him that. I wonder if he listens to the pod. He'd never admit it, would he?
No, he would never.
But how was that? How was that for you? I mean, you, like I said, it's not like you've crossed paths much. And it's not like you're around all the time because he's gone missing, basically. No one's really seen much of it.
No, exactly. So, yeah, we've messaged him a little bit to try and get him on the pod.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, it's weird. You know, when I tell people, tell the missus and that, like, oh. And then she'll come back and say, but that would be great.
Yeah.
That would be such good.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, is it just niche, though? Is it everyone who knows us, they care?
Yeah.
But then put that picture out on Instagram and, there's a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot more than I'm used to. I think people are missing the pod, and everyone's saying, "Get him on the pod, get him on the pod." So we've got a bit of him. We haven't got a full pod.
No,
we're saving that.
Yeah,
Shepherd's Bush Empire. I think that's a live
it's
event.
a live event.
But he's thinking about another live event.
Yeah, he really is. I wasn't expecting that either.
No, I thought I knew you was going to ask. Is there unfinished business? And I suppose it's Harry Hill again, isn't it?
Yeah,
anyway, to settle it.
It's true. Like he did message me after that picture and was like, "Do you know what? George is actually a cool guy." I was like, "Fuck." So I was like, first of all, there's the death of that rivalry. Second of all, they ain't gonna have a fight. It just turns out that George is a cool guy after all.
Yeah, that's nice. Made me feel good.
I could feel the two of you though. It was still.
Yeah. Do you think?
He was not happy with the idea that you had a better career than him.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Do you know what's going to happen? We're both going to go away from this, and he's going to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, his family, mum and dad, maybe brother or sister or his missus, and he's going to start getting a bit irate. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be saying, I'm going to say to my dad, and I'll say, I said, my dad will probably go, oh, nice, mate. You know, he's like, he's ready for it. And I say, did he say this? And I said, well, no, he did. He said that, you know, he had a better career than me. Did he fuck?
And then the ball's rolling.
And who knows? Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, I don't know about you, but I'll be getting messages daily. I'll probably open my phone now and look at my Twitter messages. Where's the pod? Where's one guy, can't remember the name, went, where's the pod? I need something to listen to when I'm running. I'm like, I'm sorry. We had a bit of a break.
The pod was never gonna not come back.
No.
So the
Just need something big to come back with.
Up. Yeah, and a little teaser from the nemesis, the real rival, the real enemy.
Yeah, the Frotch is old hat now, isn't it?
He's old.
The Frog, he's your best mate.
Yeah. We close a chapter on him.
Yeah, it was a 10-year anniversary.
Yep.
There's nothing after that.
No, yeah.
Oh, 20-year one, we'll do it 10 years. But yeah, now I think it's time for you to get your teeth into the real rival, the one that we all wanted. And you managed to do it.
Yes.
Am I right?
We did our very first live event with the Frotch.
Yeah.
Got him down, so we've got some epic content we're going to be releasing.
Yeah.
We also have video content. We haven't put the episodes out, but video's up and running. So, yeah, that's going to come out for us. And some mega boxing coming up, Deck. We've got to talk about it, haven't we?
Yes.
So...
it's a good time to be back.
Yeah. Chisora,
Chisora against Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce. Do you reckon we can get Chisora in?
I mean, if you can get James DeGale in, anything's possible now.
Yeah.
I'd love to get Chisora in. July 27th, I think they're fighting. So we'll have to get Wriggle on. But I mean, that's a big British heavyweight showdown. Undercard's really good as well. Ryan Garner against Archie Sharp's good fight. Somebody's O's got to go. Less the draw. Moses Town was out on that, Marius Vac. So it's a big O2 card. Frank Warren back at the O2. What else we got? August the 3rd, big LA show, the Riyadh season 1, Terence Crawford, Israel Madrimov.
Yes.
Unbelievable undercard on that as well. And then September 21st, we had to get back in time for this. It's coming home. Wembley Stadium. Anthony Joshua against Daniel Dubois. And they might just do 100,000 tickets. Have you heard?
Do you think? 100,000? No.
Well, apparently they did 70,000 on the first day or so, which obviously we always get told that. Then they're going to push it to 80, the magic number. And then they've got scope for 90. And then apparently if they could sell 90, they can appeal to the council to get 100. And they're confident of doing so.
Yeah.
And the undercard is massive as well.
That don't help when you're trying to sell more tickets because you ain't got room for the undercard, have you?
All their mates, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else is on there. We've got Willie Hutchinson against Joshua Buatsi.
That's a great fight.
Seen those two having a go at each other in the face-off. Did you see that?
I saw a bit of behind-the-scenes stuff. It's the only sport in the world where you could, publicise that with good intent.
Yeah.
Shall we?
It's like, these two have had almost come to blows.
Yeah.
Yay.
If they were like ice cream salesmen, and they had a little fight out the back, you'd be like, over
the game into
the spot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, we love that as boxing
Whippy.
fans.
Liam Smith is back against Josh Kelly.
That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Who wins that?
I mean, it's impossible saying it because Liam Smith didn't look good against Eubank, and it looked like he was he might just be too old now. But then he's really good, isn't he, when he's at his best?
Yeah, it's going to be like
Josh Kelly,
over a year out.
He unravelled against Avanesian, of course, but we know how talented he is. Liam Smith would be putting it on him if it's the best version of Liam Smith. Really good fight. Intriguing one. We're officially back.
Yes, we are. Yeah. We are very much back.
That sort of line. You excited?
Very excited.
Is this season 2? Can we call that? I mean, that's legit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, but it's going to be better. It's like,
oh yeah, that's what they all say.
Yeah, but
what's going to be so good about it?
Like Home Alone 2, better than first?
Arguable.
Rocky 2?
No, I'll tell you the best one, where the sequel's better than the first one, Terminator.
Yes.
Terminator 2. Everyone's nodded. Terminator 2, the best sequel ever. And it's better than the first one. Yeah. That's like this.
I didn't even know there was Terminator 1. Yeah, I remember growing up.
Yeah.
I saw Terminator 2 thinking it was Terminator 1.
Yeah.
And then I watched Terminator 1 and I was like, that was crap.
Yeah.
It's a good film. Yeah. It's just not as good as...
No, it's much like season 2 of the GGBC. The doors are back open. We've got guests galore.
We'll be back.
James DeGale's in the club. T1000.
Yeah.
And we've got all this boxing to sink our teeth into. Do you feel like you had this nice summer of love and now you're ready to go? I had about fucking 7 weddings.
Summer of love.
Yeah, it was a summer of love for me. And now back where we belong. Are we going to be in pubs like this most of the time?
Yeah, why not? That. I think that's a good shout, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sipping water. We're in training now, Dick.
Yeah, yeah. You are.
Come into the pub.
Yeah. I'll bring the pads next time. Okay, well, George, it's great to see you, mate. It's great to be back. I've been bored, to be honest. I've been bored of the messages that I've been getting constantly. So we can tell them we're back.
We're back.
We're in business. The ball's rolling. The club doors are open. And I had someone the other day who was like, I listened to your pod. And I was like, there's not any new ones out yet. But we have done about 100 episodes. So anyone who's new to the pod, who's just been drawn to us by this episode, the back catalogue is deep in it.
It's waiting for you.
It's full of good shit.
Yeah.
Which would be a shame to miss.
Yeah.
Because I often think that it's like we've done them now, most of them. Like Hamza Shiraz, done it. We can't really get him in again because we've done him already. I mean, we will one day.
Yeah.
So if you haven't listened to them all, you know what to do.
Exactly. Well, you say you missed them.
Yeah.
They're still there.
They're still there.
You can't actually miss them.
No. Season 1.
They stay up. Yeah. You listen to me at your own leisure.
But the sequel is here. And the sequel is now. Can't wait, George. When we're back.
Next week.
Back next week?
Yeah.
I've waited a while for you to say that. Pressure's on. I'll see you then.
See you, Deck.